Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium, where we're just seconds away from the opening kickoff for tonight's 7A battle between the Enterprise Wildcats and the visitors from Baker High School of Mobile, the Hornets. So here now, with all the activities and all the play-by-play, representing this Wildcat Sports Network, the voice of the Wildcats, the Big Chicken, Fox Fleming.
Thank you, Rick. Wildcats going to be kicking off to the Hornets, as the Hornets will be returning from our right to our left here at Wildcat Stadium. Got about a minute to go unless we clear the clock. Ostrain approaches the ball, a short pooch kick, fielded at the 18-yard line, hit quickly and brought down at the 21. Great coverage on the play by the Wildcats.
Yes, it was a nice across the field kick, kind of away from their blocking. I'm not sure the number. That might have been number 30, DJ Robinson. I'm not sure, but what a big hit. Great speed getting downfield, and I thought for a second the kick, they were going to be able to return it, but that didn't happen.
Hornets moving right to left, near hash mark. Handoff goes to number 3 around the right side. Gets around the corner, the 25, 30, and out to the 33, but he's going to have a first down, Coach, at the far side of the field.
Yeah, nice blocking off the right side. The running back exploded into that hole. Josh Kelly, one of our safeties, came up to make that tackle, but not after the Hornets have already picked up the initial first down of this ball game.
First and 10 now. The line of scrimmage becomes the 33-yard line. Throws it out in the backfield, and the receiver falls down after catching it, loses a couple of yards, going to bring up second down at the 26.
Yeah, I believe that was a lateral, just a little swing lateral out here in the left flats. Chris Ross, our outside linebacker, was in perfect position, and of course they didn't have to make a play. The receiver made the catch and did fall down.
Second and 15 for the Hornets. Near side of the field, dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Quarterback looks, pulls it down, gets pressure, and he's stopped for a loss by the Wildcats back at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, number 96, Jaron Jones, the bookend Jones. I'm telling you, with Jaron and Darius, they get quite a push on when they're rushing that passer, and that's exactly what happened. A lot of times that indicates you got good coverage down the field, which we did, and enabled Jaron to make that play.
Third and 20 now for Baker. Line of scrimmage now back at the 20. They need to get out to the 44. Gets pressure. Quarterback rolls to the right, comes back to the left, goes back upfield, and finally gets more pressure and brought down back at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, we chased him all around. I'm not sure who made the tackle. I guess it was Jaron Jones again that came up along with Brandon Collins to hem that quarterback up. He was dancing around, which is kind of bad news in a way, but the good news was he was 20 yards or more behind the first down yardage.
McAdams coming in to punt for Baker, stands back at the 8-yard line as we await the snap. Good snap. He gets a punt off to the center of the field. Marcus Jones going to take it at the 39. Cut it back to the left side, out across the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35. Cuts it back inside to the far side of the field and finally taken out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Wildcats start first and 10.
Boy, what a weapon Marcus Jones is, and that was a great punt. It was high. It went a great distance, but they had no coverage down the field. There was one guy down. I think somebody picked him up. Of course, Marcus can make that first one miss. and then he made another guy miss, and it was off to the races. What a great job after that first down play for the Hornets. The Cats in great position for maybe to put the first points on the board tonight.
First and 10 for the Cats. Hands off to Robinson, and he's going to be down inside the 15.
Yeah, that was a great push by the offensive line for the Cats. You know, as Ricky said, we were off last week. I'm sure they've got a lot of healing had taken place tonight, but I'm sure these kids are ready to go tonight.
Second down for the Cats. Again, hands it off to Robinson up the middle, and he's going to be down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I believe that was one of our base middle plays. Harrison Hendricks was on a little loop or fold block up inside, but the Baker linebacker stunted into those gaps and stopped that play pretty much at the line of scrimmage.
Cats need to get down to the 8 for a first down. Tice gets pressure and throws it. Looks like it's going to be a fumble recovered. Incomplete pass as his hand was going forward. Brings up fourth down.
Yes, it was. I don't know why the referee waited so long to make that call. I was wondering if he was going to call it a fumble because the ball was on the ground, and when they finally fell on it, then he signaled incomplete pass. I'm not sure exactly why he did that. I think it'd have been better off if he just gone ahead and made that call.
Andrew Osteen comes in to attempt the 29-yard field goal. Going to be at the far hash mark. Quattlebaum snapping. Thornton holding. Hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead 3-0 with 8:22 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcat Scenic Sport Networks.
They had a little stunt. We had that bootleg on the incomplete pass, that little bootleg pass that we run with our hammer sliding out into the flats, but they had a little stunt on that kind of caught Cody Full and Tice off guard.
Another good high kick by Osteen goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the Hornets will start first and 10 at the 20-yard line as they're going to be moving right to left.
In Alabama, good sportsmanship is a high school tradition. Whether at home or on the road, make our schools, our communities, and our students proud by displaying positive sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship and positive citizenship are vital in the development of good citizens. Alabama High School Athletic Association gladly welcomes the challenge of being a leader in sportsmanship and in continuing this proud tradition.
Ball placed in the center of the field. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Quarterback takes a handoff, fakes it, pulls it out. He's down across the 20 and up near the 24-yard line.
Nice read by the quarterback for the Hornets on the zone read. And Chris Ross from his outside linebacker position came in to make that play. But a pretty good first down play there for Baker.
Second down, ball just short of the 25-yard line near hash mark. Shotgun formation. And we've got a penalty flag on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that's one I've been expecting that. You know, we're notorious for our defensive line moving, and that's exactly what happened. And when we moved, those offensive linemen, bless their hearts, they can't resist. And I don't know how many times that's happened this year, but we have caught a bunch of teams, cost them 5 yards with that little movement that we do on our defensive front.
Once again, right up the middle. Coach looks like he may pick up a yard.
Yeah, the running back made a nice cut into the hole there, but Miles Thomas came up to make a good tackle. That running back had good vision. I saw a little lane back this way. He actually started off right tackle, but he made a nice cut. But Miles came up in and made a really good tackle.
Third down for the Hornets back at their own 22-yard line. They need to get out to the 30 for a first down. Quarterback rolls to the left side, gets pressure, shakes one tackle, and finally brought down back at the 11-yard line. Great defensive play.
I believe that may be Darius Jones. I'm not sure. My spotter, Mr. Howard, yeah, that was Darius. I guess he didn't want Jaron to get all the glory tonight, but he came off that edge. I'm telling you what a pass rusher he is, along with Jaron. He beat that offensive tackle, and the quarterback really didn't have a chance.
Baker will be punting about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Marcus Jones stands back at the 48-yard line. Catches it at midfield, breaks a tackle, cuts to the right side, and still on his feet and finally brought down near side of the field at the 49. The Wildcats start 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice punt by the Baker punter, Marcus Jones. When he gets his hands on it, I'll tell you what, people in the stadium, they're holding their breath. But what great coverage downfield by the punt unit for Baker, and nice job of tackling. When you hold Marcus Jones to basically no gain on a punt return, you've done a great job.
Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation. Throws it out in the flats. Complete to Flowers inside the 40, 35, and finally brought down of bounds at the far side of the field at the 30-yard line, but picks up a Wildcat Southeast on first down.
Yeah, just a little quick screen out there to Sincere Flowers. As usual, we have great blocking. When those little screens go, you usually have tremendous stop blocking by your other receivers, and that's exactly what we had on that play, and we've had that for most of our season.
1st and 10 for the Cats. Handoff goes up the middle. He's going to be stopped for right at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by the Baker Hornets that time, Coach.
Yes, it was. They filled the gaps, and linebackers did a nice job of reading their gap, and I believe that big number 46, their Mike linebacker, he really stepped in and made a big hit.
Ball placed in the middle of the field, shotgun formation. Quick snap, and it's going to be fumbled and recovered by Baker, I believe, back at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we had a mistake on the snap. But they had the perfect defense call. They had a stunt coming off the outside, and he came untouched. And when the ball was dropped, he was jolly on the spot to make that recovery.
Baker Hornets coming on the field now to start 1st and 10 following the fumble at the 36. 5:56 to go in the first quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Wildcats 3, Hornets nothing. Quarterback keeps it, cuts around the left side, hit quickly and stopped for a 1-yard loss back at the 35.
Yeah, Foss, I'm not sure if he was reading that play or if that was just a call fake and a quarterback keeper. But again, Chris Ross from his linebacker position along with a couple other Cats were there to hold him basically to no gain. And Cat defense, I tell you what, we've looked strong and quick all year, and we really look at tonight after that few days of rest we had on that off week.
2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Dual wide outs to the far side of the field. Quarterback throws it long for a receiver, overthrows him down inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, trying to back us up a little bit. Not a bad call at all. You know, got to throw the ball down the field a little bit to make those safeties and kind of guys be honest. That was Josh Kelly in coverage, and brings up another big 3rd down for the Cat defense.
Third down for the Hornets. Line of scrimmage, the 36. They need to get out to the 46 for a first down. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Enterprise leading 3-0 over Baker. Quarterback takes a quick snap, gets hit from behind, and he's going to be dropped back at the 33-yard line, 4th down.
I believe that was, I'm again looking, probably Jaron Jones again, defensive end. I'll get my spotter here to help me. Yes, that was Jaron. I tell you what, when that quarterback goes back to pass, our 2 defensive ends, they're kind of bull rush from the outside. Those offensive tackles, they've got their hands full.
Punter stands back at the 21. Good snap, gets a good high punt. Marcus will take it at the 17, cut it to the left side, back in the middle across the 25, 30, gets around the edge, waits for a block, and finally brought down up near the 40, spins, breaks another tackle, and he's inside the 40, and he's going to go all the way, 15-10, touchdown Wildcats.
I'm telling you what a highlight reel Marcus Jones has put together this year, and there was another one. Fox, as you said, it looked like they had him hemmed up across the way. He made a nice move and got maybe 10, 15 yards, and it looked like he was probably going down. But he put a little spin move, and I thought one time that one of our guys was going to knock him down, but he bounced off of him and took it the distance. And what a weapon Marcus Jones is.
Andrew comes in to attempt the kick as Thornton's holding. Snaps there. The kick is up. And the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead 10-0, 4:24 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcats Scenic Sports Networks. Returning from our right to our left here at Wildcat Stadium.
Fox, Marcus Jones had previously committed to attend Purdue University on a football scholarship, but they've had a coaching change here during the season, and I noticed in the paper this week that Marcus has decommitted. He's opened back up his recruiting, and I tell you what, it wouldn't take many recruiters to see him in action. That he may get some big time local offers.
Osteen getting ready to kick off. Approaches the ball. Another good high kick going to the far side. Fielded at the 2-yard line. Runner out across the 5. The 10 cuts to the near side of the field. Out across the 15 and finally brought down up near the 17-yard line. And the Hornets start 1st and 10.
Yeah, I think that was Miles Thomas, one of our safeties, along with Chris Ross on our coverage. I'm telling you what, it's very good when you got a kickoff guy that can put it in the end zone and bring it out to the 20. But when you got a coverage team, when he can kick it down to the 1 or so, and they can tackle him inside the 20, boy, that's a terrific team effort.
Baker 1st and 10, quarterback shotgun formation, pulls it out, goes around the right side, and he's out to the 25.
Yeah, we had a little different look. I see a late flag. It just came out on the field, Fox. I'm not sure why. I didn't see anything happen. I see the guy's helmet came off. Trayvon Dunlap came in to make that play. We had one of our defensive ends that almost looked like he was down about A or B gap. The outside was open, and that's exactly where they ran. And it looks like Coach Hayden Stockton is signaling to back them up that it may be against Hornets. Let's see. Was that unsportsmanlike conduct? Is that what he called? I didn't see what happened.
That's what my spotter, Lance, said. I saw the helmet come off, but I didn't see the flag. Second down as the line of scrimmage down becomes a 13-yard line, or 4:08 to go in the first quarter. Enterprise leading 10-0 over the Baker Hornets in the first round of the 7A playoffs here at Wildcat Stadium. Triple wideouts coming to the near side of the field. Bracy in shotgun formation stands back at his 6-yard line. Takes the snap, hands it off to his back around the right side. He's down across the 15 and finally brought out of bounds up near the 18.
Yeah, that's Trayvon Dunlap again, our outside linebacker across the way on that play. Got a few yards on that little, basically a sweep play. I know, Fox, we're in our base 4-3 look defensively. And, we have an outside linebacker, Chris Ross, that we've got covering one of their slot receivers. And that tells you what kind of athlete he is. He can not only cover a guy, he can play that edge. And I see another flag down across the way, Fox. one of their coaches, I guess that's their head coach, working the official across the way. Those were offsetting personal foul penalties.
Third down for the Hornets. Line of scrimmage, 20-yard line. Need to get out to the 28. Quarterback keeps it, cuts up the field. He's out across the 25, has a first down and more at the 35, 40, midfield, the 40, and finally brought down from behind inside the Wildcat 30, but a great run by Bracey for the Baker Hornets.
Yes, it was. That was a great call and great execution. They had trips to the far side and had a single receiver down toward our side of the field, and the long back went in motion, and it was just a quarterback draw. And he found a seam, and I'm telling you what, he turned on the afterburners. But Miles Thomas, our safety, was able to run him down. But what a big play there for the Baker Hornets.
First and 10 for the Hornets, a Wildcat 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. Bracey looks to the sideline for the call. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Single receiver comes to the near side of the field. Pulls it out. He's got the ball, and he's inside the Wildcat 25.
Yeah, nice job by the quarterback on the zone read. Trevon Dunlap came in. There was a nice hole off of right tackle, and Trevon Dunlap from his outside linebacker position came in to make that play on the tackle. But great execution on the zone read by the Baker quarterback.
Second down for the Hornets. At the Wildcat 23. Handoff goes to the right side, cuts it inside the 20, 15, 10, and finally brought down at the 11-yard line by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Josh Kelly from his safety position had to come up and make that tackle, but not until Baker picked up first down again off that right side. Good job of blocking. I don't know if that was a kick-out block by the guard, what we call a G block, or one of those outside loops, a little outside fold, but it was nice blocking across the way and good running by the Hornet back.
First and 10 for Baker, just outside the Wildcat 10. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Man goes in motion. Quarterback takes it, and penalty flag on the play.
I think their tackle, one of their tackles, I think it was the left tackle, moved, or I thought I saw him move. Let's see what the call is. Yes, it will be illegal procedure against the Hornets. Boy, that's a killer down here. Hope that plays to our advantage down, in the red zone. You get a 5-yard motion penalty. Boy, that can kill a lot of drives.
Following the penalty, first and 15 for the Hornets. Quarterback takes it at the 20, looks, throws to the receiver, and broken up on the Wildcats at the 2-yard line, brings up second down.
Yeah, I'm sure that's Marcus Jones. Yes, Marcus takes usually the other team's number one receiver, and he battles him all the way. Marcus not a very big guy, not very tall, and a lot of folks say, well, he may not can play at a big school. I tell you what, he's got a big heart. He's got big-time ability.
He's playing at a big school now.
I tell you, that's right. But I'd take him in a heartbeat, I can tell you that.
1:53 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats leading 10-0 over the Baker Hornets. Quarterback takes it, keeps it, cuts it up to the left side, and he's going to be tackled inside the 12 by the Wildcats, bringing up third down. And wait for the spot.
Yeah, that was just a quarterback keeper. He just faked that little speed or jet sweep, little misdirection. Look, I like that on offense when the team will fake that. It kind of gets you going one way and the quarterback came back another. But big third down right here for the Cat defense.
Third down for the Hornets. Need to get down to the Wildcat 2-yard line. Quarterback picks it up, gets pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss and ruled down about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Chris Ross, again, from his linebacker position. I couldn't tell if the snap was low or if the quarterback just bobbled it, but he had trouble with the snap, and somebody hit him and bounced him around. And we noticed, have they sent out their field goal kicker? If this is the one in the pregame, he was not having a lot of success, Fox. This may be his limit right here.
Antonio Mauricio in to attempt a 35-yard field goal, and it's going to be short as it hits the goal.
Yeah, hit the crossbar, Fox. I'm not sure if that was the one I saw warming up or not, but he kicked about like the one we saw.
And following the field goal, Enterprise offense coming back on the field with 31 seconds to go in the first quarter, leading 10-0 over the Baker Hornets here in the first round of the playoffs at Wildcat Stadium. Cody Fulton Tice, shotgun formation, hands it off to Robinson around the right side, the 35, the 40, the 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, all the way, touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, what great blocking off the right side. I had a great look at it. He ran right toward our sideline and toward the press box, and that big hole opened up, and when he hit the sideline, turned on the speed. I believe that was either Chance Warren or Sincere Flowers, one of our receivers, trying to get out and make a block, but he saw he didn't have a real good angle, and he just kind of backed off, and of course the speed took us into the end zone for the touchdown.
Osteen comes in to attempt the extra point. Snap is there, hold is down, the kick is up, and the Wildcats lead 17-0 with 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcats, Scenic Sports Networks. As we're fixing to finish up the first quarter here of the first round of 7A, as Andrew Osteen gets ready to kick off.
Fox, what a big turnaround. The Cats hold them on defense. They missed the field goal in one play. We take it the distance. A big turnaround in this ball game tonight.
Andrew approaches the ball. Another good high kick. Going to be fielded at the 2-yard line. Comes across the 10, 15, 20. Picks up some speed, cuts to the right side, and finally brought down by the Wildcats about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, nice return for the Baker Hornets. Tried to make a cut about the 26, 27-yard line, but Josh Kelly was there to make that play.
Handoff goes to the back, pulls it out, and he's going to be stopped with about a 2-yard gain, Coach.
Yeah, I believe that when he kind of goes on that jet sweep the back, and I think the quarterback's just giving him a good fake, and then it's a straight keeper all the way, and we were there to corral him for just a yard or two gain, but it looks like he may have injured either a knee or ankle, and as we take a injury timeout right here, Fox.
Timeout on the field. Enterprise Wildcats leading 17-0 over Baker Hornets. You're listening to Enterprise High School Football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcats, Scenic Sports Networks. And as a first quarter. And as the first quarter came to a close with the injury, we start the second quarter here. Baker with the ball. 2nd and 8 at their own 30-yard line, moving left to right. New quarterback in for the Baker Hornets, Devin Robinson. Shotgun formation. Robinson looks to the right side, throws it complete to number 3, out across the 30, 35, and up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, just a little quick pass out to one of their receivers, and we had a missed tackle, but then Brandon Collins came up to make the initial hit, dropped him, but not until he made a nice 7 or 8 yard gain on that play.
Third down for the Hornets. Line of scrimmage at 36. Need to get out to the 39-yard line. 10 seconds on the play clock. And we've got a flag somewhere or timeout. Timeout on the field called by Baker. 11:22 to go in the first half. Enterprise leading 17-0. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Fox swimming along with Coach Rex Bynum. 11:22 to go in the first half. Baker with the ball, third and short. Need to get out to the 39. Handoff goes to number 3. He's out across the 40, 45. Breaks a tackle, the 50, the 40, and finally brought down from behind at the Wildcat 25-yard line.
Again, good blocking. Another flag came out late across the way, Fox. Marcus Jones in on that tackle. They kind of having their way off of our tackles. They ran successfully to the right, going the other way. That one back off to the left. You know, we talked about they called the timeout to bring their starting quarterback in, and all he did was hand off. I'm not so sure that the other quarterback could not have done that, and they could have saved a timeout. But, yeah, it's going to be a face mask against the Cats, so be adding on some additional yardage after that great run.
First and 10, Baker. Handoff goes to number 3. Cuts it back inside, and he's going to be down to the 10.
Yeah, kind of hit him right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that might have been Trevon Dunlap. I'm not sure. Keontae White, one of our linebackers, but his second effort enabled him to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 10-yard line, far hash mark as Baker moves left to right. 2 wide outs to the near side of the field. Quarterback keeps it, cuts it back to the left side. Touchdown, Hornets.
I tell you what, he made a nice move. Again, I don't know if they were reading that particular play or not. He looks like he's hobbling again, but he kind of went to the right, and there was a little crease, and he cut it back against the grain, and I think he went into the end zone untouched. But great drive there by the Baker Hornet offense.
Deese coming in to do the extra point for the Hornets. Snaps there, kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 10:31 to go in the first half, Baker's up on the scoreboard. Wildcats 17, Hornets 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Baker scoring on a 10-yard run by the quarterback. Dees getting ready to kick off. Onside kick fielded by the Wildcats. Great job of covering that time. Number 91 for the Wildcats, Hunter Peacock.
Yes, it was. Tried to catch us by surprise, but Hunter Peacock was jolly on the spot. Good hands guy to make that play.
Wildcats start first and 10 from their own 46. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Hands it off to Trey Robinson. He's across the 50 and down to the Hornet 48-yard line. Good run by Trey Robinson that time.
Yes, it was. Good hard running, good blocking off that right side. Noah Chaddock, I think, has and Alex Duvalier are guard and tackle on that right side, doing a good job tonight.
Second down, fakes it. Cody Fulton Tice going to keep it, cuts it inside the 45 and down to the 40, but he's got a Wildcat Southeast Sun first down.
Yeah, nice job by Cody Fulton Tyson. Had a little fake, trying to hit the receiver in the right flats. He was covered. Nobody was on Cody, so he took it and picked up that first down. Nice heads-up play by our quarterback.
Chastain and Garrett come wide to the near side of the field. Tice pulls it down, cuts it back to the right side. 35, 30, 25, 20, and finally out of bounds on the far side of the field, but another good run by Cody Fulton Tice.
Yes, it was, Fox. That's our little speed option quick pitch that we run, and usually he pitches it so quick there's not a chance for any kind of quarterback keeper, but for some reason Cody Fulton Tice decided to keep that one, and he made a nice cut back against the grain, and it opened up for him, picked up another big first down for the Cats.
First and 10 for the Cats. Caleb Reynolds in the backfield for the Wildcats. Hands it off to Reynolds. Cuts it back inside the 15. Picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, good hard running by Caleb Reynolds. You know, I think he started the year in the backfield and he kind of banged his ankle or knee up and they moved him out to the receivers. Good to see him back. Maybe he's getting close to 100% now.
Handoff goes to the left side, and he's going to break it as Robinson comes back to the right side, and he's going to lose some yardage, Coach, but a good hard run by Trey Robinson that time.
Yeah, I think if he had to do that one again, he should have stayed on the outside hip. I think Mason Jeffers, our hammer, kind of had the leverage on the outside, and for some reason Trey cut it back up underneath. And I think if he'd have just stayed on his outside hip, he'd have been much better off.
Third and 12 for the Cats. Cody Fulton Tice back to pass, pulls it down, looks to the right side, gets pressure, and finally brought down for throws it away on the way down. A good play, Coach. He stayed up long enough, but he didn't get it out in time, and I believe they're going to get him for intentional grounding.
Yeah, I believe you're right. He probably should have just eaten that one because he was under duress and had nowhere really to go with the football. We had no receiver over in that direction. He did just throw it away, and the flag came out. Yeah, that's the bad thing about that penalty. It's not only is it the yards, but it's also loss of down.
Fourth down for the Cats at the 29-yard line of the Hornets. Wildcats got to get down inside the 7 for a first down. And we've got to have a timeout somewhere. And with timeout called by Baker, 8:27 to go in the first half. Wildcats leading 17-7 over the Hornets. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcats Scenic Sports Networks. Wildcats with the ball, fourth and long at the 29-yard line. Marcus Jones coming in at receiver for the Wildcats. Caleb Reynolds, Jones, and Flowers wide to the near side of the field. Chance Warren to the far side of the field. Trey Robinson lines up to the right side of Cody Fulton Tice. Tice back to pass, gets pressure, rolls to the right side, pulls it down. He's going to run it, and he's going to be inside the 15-yard line and brought down on the far side of the field, but we got a penalty flag back at the 30.
Yeah, the good coverage down the field by the Hornets secondary. Cody Fulton Tice had nowhere to go with the football. Wisely kept it, made a nice run, good gain. Of course, we had a long way to go, and they stopped him a few yards short of the first down. We'll see what the flag is here, Fox.
Baker starting first and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Far hash mark moving left to right. 8:17 to go in the first half. Bracey at quarterback, hands it off to his back, out across the 15, and stopped by the Wildcats, picks up 2 yards.
Yeah, nice job defensively. That was Keontae White, our middle linebacker, making that play for the Cats.
Second down, shotgun formation, penalty flag on the play.
I think that little movement on the offensive line, again, our guys shift a little bit, and I think we'll see what the call is.
False start against the Hornet, backs him up 5 yards, brings up second and about 14. Line of scrimmage now becomes the 10-yard line. 7:42 to go in the first half. Wide out to each side of the field. Quarterback stands back at the 5. Looks, gets pressure, rolls to the right side, and finally throws it long and almost intercepted. We don't know if he's in or out. We'll wait, and the official calls him out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know who made that catch. He went up at his highest point and came down with it. Number 3, Darius Curse on that interception, but the coaches are kind of looking like, he was right in. He was in, Mr. Ref, but he called him out of bounds. Again, great coverage down the field. Quarterback basically was trying to throw that one away, and we almost came up with a big interception. Fox, we got an early score down in Mobile. Jeff Davis leading McGill-Tulane 7-3.
Third down for the Hornets. Looks downfield, throws it. Intercepted by the Wildcats. Touchdown!
He looked like he threw it right to Trevon Dunlap, one of our backers, who stepped up underneath the receiver. Quarterback threw it right to him, probably didn't even see him. And, of course, he knew what to do with it once he made the catch. We just got another update, Fox, on the score down in Mobile. Jeff Davis has gone up 14-3.
$7:20 to go in the first half. Wildcats scoring on an interception by Dunlap. And the officials are talking on the near side of the field.
Yeah, I noticed that, Fox. The referee's coming over to talk to Coach Faulkner. It might be something to do with the band down. They're down in the back of the end zone, kind of warming up for their halftime show, and I'm not sure if that's it or not. I thought I saw athletic director Trent Traywick walking down that way, but.
And I saw our area official running around the corner, so he must be addressing something.
Is this Halloween?
Well, Halloween's gone, but as you said, the Cubs did win the World Series.
And Andrew is getting ready to attempt the point after. Snaps there, holds down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead 24-7 with 7:20 to go in the first half. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's. 7:20 to go in the first half. Enterprise leading 24-7 over the Wildcats. Fox Fleming, Coach Rex Bynum, Ricky Adams, Rick Howard, spotter Lance Yarber, and Brian Harvin. As Andrew gets ready to kick off once again, Baker's going to be returning from our left to our right. Tredarius McMillan back deep for the Hornets. Approaches the ball, another good kick. And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Baker starts 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, there's nothing like a defensive touchdown or a punt return for a touchdown. It just kind of demoralizes the other team. But what a great job by the Cat defense. We scored 24 points. I don't think two of our big playmakers, Sincere Flowers or Chance Warren, I don't know if they've touched the ball more than once or twice the whole game. I don't think any. If we were to get by this first round game, we're going to have to figure out ways, I think, down the road to be sure that those two players get their hands on the football.
Carroll High School is trailing Citronelle 14-7 at second quarter.
Shotgun formation, handoff goes to the back, cuts around the left side and out to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line for the Hornets and a good running by their back. I tell you what, he shows he's not a real big guy either. From up here, he's probably a lot bigger down on that field. But Chris Ross came in to make that tackle for the Cats.
Second and 6 for Baker up at the 24, middle of the field. Handoff goes to the back, cuts around left side, hit quickly and brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he tried to cut it, bounce it to the outside, but the Cats would have none of that. A couple of our defenders were there. Brandon Collins, one of our outside linebackers, along with Chris Ross. I think Brandon is more of an inside guy. Chris Ross is the outside linebacker off that to right side, and they made a sandwich out of the running back for the Hornets.
Big third down play for the Cats. Baker needs to get out to the 34, a first down. Line of scrimmage at 24. Quarterback fakes it, hands it off to his back around the left side. Tries to shake a tackle and brought down again back at the 25. Good defensive play by the Cats.
Yeah, they tried a little reverse action, and Brian's getting my spotter. That was Alec Gibson, one of our linebackers. Chris Ross, our starting outside linebacker, stayed at home. 44 Alec Gibson made that play, but he stayed at home, did what he's coached to do, not go chasing a guy who he's not sure who has the football, and he was there to make that play for the Cats.
New punter coming in for Baker, stands back at the 13-yard line. Marcus Jones back at his own 39. Short pooch kick over to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds at the Wildcat 47-yard line, and the Cats start 1st and 10, but a penalty flag up at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, he kicked away from Marcus Jones, which is a wise thing. It's not the greatest of kicks, but it did. It achieved its purpose, and that was to keep it away from Marcus. And we'll see what the call is.
Following the penalty, Wildcats 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line, near hash mark. Cody Fulton Tice hands it off to his back around the left side. He's going to be out across the 35 and finally knocked out of bounds as Robinson at the 37.
Yeah, that was good running by Trey Robinson. Mason Jordan, our left tackle, did a good job of blocking along Harrison Hendricks, our left guard, and And Trey did a nice job of reading their blocks. Didn't get a lot of yards, but that was a good push there on that first down play.
Fulton Tice fakes the handoff, throws it downfield, incomplete, intended for Sincere Flowers.
Yeah, I tried to lull him to sleep a little bit, hit a deep one with Sincere, but he was double covered down the field.
Cats need to get out to the 43-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage now is the 37. Near hash mark, moving right to left. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. Cody Fulton Tice, shotgun formation at the 32. Back lines up to his left side. Hands it up to Caleb Reynolds. Cuts it back to the left side. Midfield, 45, 40. Stays in bounds and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 30. And he's going to have a Wildcat first down as he's rolled out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice job of running there by Caleb Reynolds. He showed a burst. You can tell he's getting back to full speed ahead. Mason, I believe that was Mason Childers, our center, made a nice block in there, but a good hard running by Caleb Reynolds. Made a nice cut once he got into the secondary, and Coach Faulkner is questioning the official over here. I don't know if it was a late hit out of bounds or where he marked the football. No, there is a flag over here. We'll see.
Sideline warning, Rex.
Okay.
I don't know where he wants us to go.
Following the penalty, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Cody Fulton Tice fakes it, looks long, throws out in the flats, completes the Sincere Flowers, takes it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds, and looks like a face mask is going to come in.
I believe you're right, Fox. That was a little clear out there to Sincere Flowers, trying to get the ball to Flowers and also to Warren, a couple of our playmakers. Nice throw by Cody Fulton Tice. And we'll see the call, but I think you're right, Fox. I think he had him by the face mask. Yeah, that was the personal foul variety, 15 yards or half the distance. I'm not sure where probably half the distance.
Wildcats now 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line following the penalty. 4:26 to go in the first half. Ty stands back at his 18. Robinson lines up to his right side, hands it off to Robinson, and he's going to be inside the 10 before he's stopped by Baker.
Yeah, Harrison Hendricks on that little outside loop block, and I don't know if that was one of the defensive ends or the outside linebacker. One of their guys came out with the football. They were thinking they had a fumble, but I believe the whistle had already blown. But good job of running by Trey Robinson, staying behind the block of Harrison Hendricks.
Second down for the Cats. Line of scrimmage now, the 10-yard line. Cats moving right to left. Triple wide outs to the far side of the field. Cody Fulton Tice at the 15. Drops back, looks to the end zone, throws to Sincere Flowers. Penalty flag comes out. And we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, that's either face guarding or pass interference, whatever you want to call it. But because the defensive back, he never turned to find the football. He just basically covered the face of Sincere Flowers, who almost came down with that catch. That was a great effort by Sincere Flowers.
Second down for the Cats, just outside the 5. Handoff goes to Caleb Reynolds, and he's going to be down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, going a little tough down here in the red zone. Yeah, the defensive back on that pass interference call. What your coach to do basically is when that receiver brings his hands up to make that play and your back's to the quarterback, you kind of have to turn at that moment and try to bat it away, but turn back toward the quarterback when you see that receiver extend his hands to make the catch.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Cats. Sincere Flowers, Wildcat formation, takes it, follows his runner. He's got a first down and more and going to get a second push. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Fox, you call it exactly right. He got the first down off the initial push by the offensive line. Did a little dancing in the hole, but then on that second effort, he got another push, and that carried him into the end zone.
Osteen comes in to attempt the point after. 2:54 to go in the first half. Snaps down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Wildcats lead 31-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcats Scenic Sports Networks. 2:54 to go in the first half. Enterprise up 31-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. McMillan back deep for Baker Hornets. Andrew Osteen kicking off, as Baker will be returning from left to right. Andrew approaches the ball, another good high kick, and it's going to go deep in the end zone for a touchback. Baker starts 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fox, this might be an opportunity. The Cats still have all 3 of their timeouts left. 2:54 to go before the halftime. If our defense can step up as we've done most of the game tonight and kind of hold the Hornets right here and use our timeouts, we may have a chance to get another scoring opportunity before the half comes to an end.
You just want more and more, don't you, Rex?
I want as many as we can get. Yes, sir.
Me too.
Mighty coming up at halftime, the Coldwell Banker halftime show. Ricky Adams, brought to you by Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate. Handoff goes to the back, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it'd be a great time to get a timeout right here. I'm not sure exactly what Coach Faulkner's going to decide. No, he's going to let it run. I believe I'd have taken my timeout because we stuffed him right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, balls in the middle of the field. 2:33 to go in the first half.
On the other side of the field, I'd let that play clock run down, Fox. It's still 14 seconds. Figuring if we're not going to use a timeout, they need to use as much time as possible.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback's going to keep it, cuts it back inside, picks up 1 yard.
All right, now their coach comes out to get the timeout. He was just waiting till the second play.
And with timeout on the field, your score here at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise 31, Baker 7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's and the Wildcat Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Wildcat football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. 2:13 to go in the first half. Enterprise up 31-7 here at Wildcat Stadium. Also in other scores, brought to you by Citizens Bank of Enterprise. Elba tied with R.C. Hatch 8-8 in the second quarter.
Carroll's down 21-14 at the half to Citronelle in Ozark.
Fox, I think what Coach Faulkner decided to do with those timeouts, he's if we can hold him here on this 3rd down and use our second one, that'll give him one after they punt and have one for offense. So not a bad move there by Coach Faulkner. I think we were thinking the same. He just wanted one play more than I would have to call our timeouts.
Bracey in at quarterback for the Hornets. Stands back in shotgun formation at the 16-yard line. Fakes it, goes around the left side, cuts it back inside, and he's going to be hit quickly and stopped up near the 24-yard line. Another timeout called by the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice job by the Wildcat defense. I tell you what, we just gave them a little ground. The quarterback really had nowhere to go. We just surrounded him And the whole defense, I believe it was led by Keontae White, our middle backer. But, again, Coach Faulkner using that timeout and forcing this punt. Great job, and we'll see what the Cats can do with their 2-minute offense after this punt.
Jeff Davis is at 14-11 at the half at McGill.
Fourth down as Baker gets ready to punt. Punter standing back at his 12-yard line. Good snap. Gets the punt off. Marcus Jones goes to the far side of the field, and it's going to go out of bounds around the 40-yard line as the Wildcats start 1st and 10 with 1:55 to go in the first half.
Yeah, good punt again. They've got a good punter. Not only was it a good punt distance-wise, it was away, and it bounced away from Marcus Jones. And I know the coaching staff for the Hornets across the way, they're very pleased with that.
Shotgun formation. Cody Fulton Tice at the 35, throws it out in the flats. Complete. Breaks a tackle out across the 40 and up near the 44-yard line. Good second effort that time for the Cats, and it's going to bring up second down as Caleb Reynolds finally down at the 43.
Yeah, that was a good job by the Hornet defense. We had a good play call, and when Caleb made the first guy miss, but they were there, the pursuit to drop him for that short gain.
Second down, throws it to the left side. And he's going to be out across the 45. Sincere Flowers on the reception for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Dennis Chastain, he's kind of berating himself a little bit because he missed his stop block out here. But Sincere Flowers did a good job to pick up a few yards on that play.
Third down for the Cats. Need to get to midfield for a first down. Line of scrimmage now just across the 45. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Triple wide out to the far side. Throws it. Has a man open. Complete. And down inside the 35. Great catch by Dennis Chastain.
Yeah, he made up for that missed block. Boy, he came right in the seam, and Cody Fulton Tice hit him right in stride. I don't know if the guy that's injured on the field hit Dennis or what, but what a great throw and catch. Big first down for the Cats.
And with injury timeout on the field, Enterprise leading 31-7, 44 seconds to go in the first half. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat, Scenic Sports Networks. Scores for you tonight, also at halftime, Elba 16, RC Hatch 8. First and 10 for the Cats inside the 35. Tice, shotgun formation, looks downfield, throws it long, has a man open, and touchdown Wildcats, complete to Chance Warren.
What a great throw and a great catch by Chance Warren. I'm telling you, talking about a great pair of hands. He extended those hands and went up one hand and brought that one down. Somebody, I don't know who it was, Fox, one of our offensive linemen, they had a stunt. One of the linebackers came, and he did a good job of picking him up. I'm not sure exactly which lineman it was, but great job of blocking up front. Great throw, great catch.
Andrew Osteen to point after as Thornton's going to be holding at the 10. The snap's there, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Wildcats lead 38-7 with 30 seconds to go in the first half. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat, Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat, Scenic Sports Network. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Enterprise up 38-7 over Baker here at Wildcat Stadium as Andrew Osteen comes in to kick off once again to Baker. Baker returning from our left to our right. McMillan back deep for the Hornets.
Yeah, great call. I think that was probably Coach Faulkner made that offensive call, and great execution for that touchdown.
Osteen approaches the ball. Another good high kick to the far side and into the end zone for a touchback. Baker starting 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Cats making a lot of big plays tonight, kicking game, defensively on the interception return, big plays on the offensive side. Both teams look like they've got a lot of speed and quickness, and the Cats really look like they're amped up tonight after that week off.
Shotgun formation, quarterback takes it, pulls it out, cuts it to the left side, hit quickly and drop back at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, the going was too tough there. Nobody had nowhere to run, and I believe that was Brandon Collins and Chris Ross, two of our linebackers, again made a sandwich out of that quarterback right at the line of scrimmage.
And that should bring the first half to a close here at Wildcat Stadium. Your score at halftime, Enterprise High School Wildcats 38, Baker Hornets 7. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Coldwell Banker Prestige Homes and Real Estate halftime show. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcats, Scenic Sports Networks. Baker getting ready to kick off to the Wildcats. Pooch kick to the near side of the field. Fielded by the Wildcats at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and midfield finally brought out of bounds on the Enterprise sideline, but the Wildcats start 1st and 10 at the Baker 48-yard line.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the players we have, they're kicking it away from Marcus Jones. They pooch it over here to Darius Curves, our other starting cornerback, and I'll tell you what, he knew what to do with that football when he got his hands on it. What a lot of weapons that we have on this football team.
John Michael Griffin in at quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off to the back, cuts it down to 45, 40, 35, cuts it back inside, and finally brought down inside the 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice running by Caleb Reynolds. What a nice move. I think this is a terrific move here by Coach Faulkner, putting our senior quarterback, who's been our backup most of the year, John Michael Griffin, into the game to start here the second half. Classy move by Coach Faulkner.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line of the Hornets. John Michael again hands it off to Reynolds on the left side. He's inside the 25 down to the 22.
Yeah, good push by the offensive line. We can't forget those guys, Mason Childers, Mason Jordan, Harrison Hendricks, Alex Devalier, Noah Shattuck. What a great job they do, along with Mason Jeffers, our hammer. They get a good push, and those backs, they know what to do with it when they get their hands on the ball.
Reynolds in at halfback. Hands off goes Reynolds around the left side, inside the 20, and finally brought down out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, going to be close to first down, Fox. We'll see. I think the official across the way spun it about a yard short. We like to work that short side of the field, particularly to the left. And I guess that you would consider that our bread and butter play on in our running game.
3rd and 1 for the Cats. And line of scrimmage should be around 16, 17-yard line now, near side of the field. Dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Handoff goes to the back, cuts it across the 15 and down inside the 10. Penalty flag comes out late.
We had a nice call again from the short side. They had a stunt coming from the wide side of the field. We ran away from it. Again, a good push off that left side. Mason Jordan, Harrison Hendricks, and it's going to be a hole against the Cats.
Third and about 4 for the Cats. Line of scrimmage now becomes the 20-yard line. John Michael stands back in shotgun formation at the 25. Takes a snap, fakes it, looks downfield, pulls it down, and finally throws it out of bounds and saves the sack and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a nice job by John Michael Griffin. I believe that was Sincere Flowers. He was trying to hit on the seam route. Yes, but the guy picked him up. He didn't go for the fake. John Michael did a good job scrambling around and throwing it away.
Andrew Osteen comes in to attempt a 37-yard field goal, as Thornton will be putting it down about the 27. Quattlebaum snapping. Hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Wildcats lead 41-7 with 10:19 to go in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise High School football brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. 10:19 to go in the 3rd quarter here at Enterprise Wildcat Stadium. Enterprise leading 41-7 over the Baker Hornets, and about to kick off as Osteen comes in to kick again. McMillan back deep for the Hornets, standing inside the 5. Hornets returning from our left to our right. Andrew approaches the ball. Another good high kick, and it's going to go deep in the end zone for a touchback. Baker starts 1st and 10 at the 20.
Part of our second half task was completed. We didn't get the touchdown, but we did get 3 points out of that initial drive. John Michael Griffin checking in at quarterback, leading the offense. Nice return by Darius Curse, and hopefully the Cat defense will kind of shut down this Hornet offense, and maybe Coach Faulkner and his staff will be able to clear the bench over here and get everybody some action in tonight's game.
First and 10 at the 20 for the Baker Hornets. New quarterback in, takes the ball, goes around the left side, and he may pick up a yard, Coach.
Yeah, I think that was the guy that came in, when the starting quarterback was injured there. He came in and threw that one little pass, and the Isaiah Johnson, number 74, nose tackle, was in on that play. I don't know if they're probably doing it maybe to protect the kid that was hurt there in the first half. We'll see as the game goes on.
Quarterback shotgun formation, looks downfield and overthrows his man across midfield.
Yeah, Darius Curse on the coverage and Miles Thomas over the top from his safety position. Obviously, that quarterback's got a good arm. He threw that ball pretty good ways. That may be, again, another reason for the move to try to generate a little more offense from their passing attack.
Hornets 3rd and 9. The Hornets need to get out to the 30-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage now the 21, far hash mark, moving left to right. 9:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats up 41-7. Brought to you by Citizens Bank. Shotgun formation. Quarterback stands back at the 16, gets pressure, fumble on the play, should be picked up, and they're going to rule it incomplete, Coach.
Yeah, I didn't see the quarterback's arm come forward, but I'm sure the ref did. And that was Chris Ross, one of our outside linebackers, probably on the stunt that hit that quarterback, and that ball did pop out. But nice job by the Cat defense, and see what the punter does for the Hornets. I'm sure he's going to try to kick it away from Marcus Jones.
Punter for the Hornets standing back at the 8-yard line. McAdams takes a snap, kicks it to the middle of the field, and Wildcats let it go, and the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Marcus had ideas of getting his hands on that one and trying to return it, but took a weird bounce, as a football will do, and he just wisely let it go past him.
Ball at the near hash mark as the Cats move left to right. Triple wideouts to the far side of the field. John Michael pulls it down, cuts it back inside, and he's out across the 45 up near the 46.
Nice job by John Michael Griffin. You know, it's great when you've got an experienced senior quarterback as your backup quarterback. He was trying to, I think he was going to try to hit Chance Warren on a little quick screen, and it was well covered. He wisely just pulled the ball down and picked up a couple yards, and I think we have an injury on the field.
And with the injury timeout, 9:18 to go in the third quarter. Enterprise up 41-7. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcats Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. Wildcats with the ball, 2nd and 8 at the 46. Dual wideouts to each side of the field. John Michael fakes it, looks downfield, throws it out in the flats to Sincere Flowers, and he's going to break a tackle and be out of bounds just across the 45-yard line in Hornet territory.
Yeah, nice throwing catch. I tell you what, Maurice Hicks, number 9, checked in at the running back, and they had a stunt that came off the corner to his side, and he stepped up and made a nice block, gave John Michael Griffin time to hit Sincere Flowers on that outcut.
Citizens Bank scoreboard 41-7. Enterprise leading here in the third quarter, 9:04 to go. Again, dual wideouts to each side. Griffin stands back in shotgun formation. Drops back to pass, looks downfield, rolls to the right side, gets pressure, and sacked for a loss back inside the 45.
Yeah, great coverage down the field. Again, Maurice Hicks did a good job of blocking, but the offensive line was kind of overwhelmed a little bit, and John Michael just wisely just ate the football and took the loss.
Line of scrimmage now for the Wildcats, 44-yard line. Hicks lines up to the left side of Griffin. Griffin stands back at his own 38. Throws it out in the flats to Hicks, out across the 40, 45, up to midfield and inside Hornet territory, and finally down at the 48-yard line. Brings up third down, and a penalty flag comes in.
Yeah, nice call offensively, a little swing pass away from the rush and the blitz. They came right up the middle again and picked up some good yardage. We had a long way to go. Foxville, the officials are huddling about our 47, 48-yard line. We'll see what the call is. Yeah, they had personal fouls, unnecessary roughness, both sides, and they, of course, they offset each other. And Cats will be about third and about 12, 13 Fox.
Going to make it about 13 after they move the sticks. Wildcats need to get down inside the 34-yard line for the first down. Looks like the line of scrimmage is going to be about the 47. Griffin looks back to pass, has a man open, complete to Warren. Touchdown, Wildcats, Chance Warren.
What a nice job by John Michael Griffin. Again, they had guys coming up the middle on a stunt. He stood in the pocket, and I don't know exactly what kind of move. It would look like a seam route or a little skinny post, deep one, and nice throw, and, of course, hit Chance Warren in full stride, and he took it the rest of the way.
Andrew Osteen in to attempt the point after. $7:54 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats up 47-7 as we await the extra point. Flag on the field. Coach, you want to explain that one?
I'm not sure what. seen the flag yet, but
It was thrown about 20 yards on the other side of the field.
sportsmanlike conduct. Oh, I see it now. I might have been on the bench, or the coach might have said something. I don't know.
And we await the extra point. Hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Wildcats lead 48-7 with 7:50 going to third quarter. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise leading 48-7. 7:54 to go in the third quarter. Following the penalty, the Wildcats will be kicking off from about the 40-yard line.
Is that a 20? Fox, that's a 20-yard penalty. I've never heard such. I don't know what that's about.
And this kick could end up on the practice field.
Well, I think y'all just pooch it or onside kick it. I mean, we don't have anything to lose. Just squib it down there about the middle of the field, about the 10-yard line. Maybe we can get it.
Coach, I believe that was a 50-yard field goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. I don't see any point in doing that. I mean, we got it down at their 40. Just roll it along the ground down there, and they might fumble it, or we might get it. I mean, we know we can kick it over the field house from there. I just think that's just a wasted effort from my point of view, anyway.
The Cubs won the World Series, and we just saw a 20-yard penalty in a football game.
Yeah, why didn't somebody else over there?
Must have been 2 10s.
Must have been.
I went to Troy. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at their own 20. Quarterback throws long and intercepted by Marcus. Who's in the backfield, Coach? I can't see.
I believe that's Miles Thomas, one of our safeties, came over the top to make that interception. I think Darius Curse was in coverage, and Miles Thomas just did his job playing center field, came over the top and made that. He made a nice catch on that interception. The Cats back in business. I reckon we didn't have to do an onside kick. We got it back at midfield.
Wildcats starting 1st and 10 at the 50 with 7:40 to go in the third quarter, leading by 41. Shotgun formation. John Michael Griffin hands it off. Hicks breaks a tackle, comes around the left side, and finally down at the 41-yard line. Good run by Marcus Hicks that time.
Yes, it was. You know, he's, I think, had some injury problems during the season. I'm sure he's rested up. He looked real quick and running real hard on that particular play.
Second down for the Cats. Shotgun formation again. Griffin rolls to the right side, throws it long, has a man open and caught and out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
That was a well-designed play off that bootleg. Mason Jeffers, our hammer, slid out short in the short flats. And I'm not sure if is that Brett Garrett, I believe, number 47 on that reception, was kind of the middle receiver, and then Chance Warren was the deep guy.
Southeastern Wildcat first down inside the 35-yard line. Hicks on the run around the left side, cuts it down inside the 30, the 25, and finally out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, good job of blocking at the point of attack. Good job of running. Maurice Hicks, he was reading those blocks. Dennis Chastain out here on his stop block. Mason Jeffers on a block. Of course, our offensive lineman, Mason Jordan Harrison Hendricks off that left side, doing a good job of blocking also.
Second down for the Cats. Shotgun formation. Again, Hicks with the handoff on the left side down at the 20-yard line, but he's going to have a Southeastern Wildcat first down.
Yeah, he didn't get much, but we didn't need much, folks. Just enough to get that first down, maybe a couple, 2 or 3 yards. And Cats down in the red zone now, see if we can put some more points on the board.
Cats letting the play clock run as much as possible, down to 5 seconds. Griffin takes a handoff again to Hicks, cuts around the left side, and cuts it inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Yeah, he slipped just a little bit, but he was able to put one of his hands down to kind of regain his balance. And that short side zone running play, our bread and butter play, picked up a couple of yards that time.
Caleb Reynolds coming in for the Wildcats at running back. Garrett and Flowers go wide to the far side of the field. Chastain to the near side of the field. Griffin back at the 24, hands it off to Reynolds, and he's going to be down inside the 15.
Yeah, Mason Jeffers, and I believe that was Brett Garrett, came in from his wideout position to help on that block, and that was a good hard run in there by Caleb Reynolds.
Third down for the Cats. Need to get down to the 10 for a first down. Griffin gets pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss back at the 26.
Yeah, they had a good defense call. That was that little bootleg play back to the left side. They had a little stunt, came off the corner. When John Michael turned around, the defender was right there in his face. He did about the only thing he could, and that was to go down and protect the football.
Fourth down, in to attempt a long field goal. The hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 3:35 to go in the third quarter, Enterprise up 51-7 with a 37-yard field goal by Andrew Osteen. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's of the Wildcat Scenic Sports Network. Gets ready to kick off to Baker. And, Coach, the subs doing a good job of moving the ball also.
Yeah, and they had another personal foul penalty on that, I guess, an extra point.
15 or 20, Rex.
Yeah, they got 15 this time. Maybe we'll just squib it down there about 10, 5-yard line.
Wildcats kicking off from the Baker 45-yard line. And once again, out of the end zone, and Baker takes first and 10 at the 20.
Yeah, I see another flag on the field. Yeah, I think they called a personal foul originally against them, Fox, but then he changed his mind, and they're stepping it off against the Cats. Feel sure we'll probably have most of our first defenders in with 3:35 going in the third quarter. Be interesting to see what we do on offense when we get the ball back.
First and 10 for Baker. Handoff goes up the middle, breaks a tackle, cuts it to the left side, finally out to the 43-yard line, 44, but a good run by the running back for the Hornets.
Yeah, Miles Thomas from his safety position came in to make that play. Good surge by that offensive line. Ted the Baker Hornets have a good running attack. If they ever develop a throwing game, they could be tough to handle. But, again, good job by the Cat defense.
Second and 1 for the Hornets, shotgun formation. Quarterback hands it to number 5, and he's hit quickly again and stopped shy of the first down. Looks like it's going to be about the 44. Another penalty flag comes out.
Yeah, Hamon Hockmeyer, I think one of our down defensive ends, kind of penetrated there and hit that running back short. In fact, he may have lost maybe a half yard on that play. Way too many of these personal foul penalties. The coaches and the officials need to, talk to the players and get this straightened out, because we still got a lot of football to go in this ball game. Yeah, offsetting the personal foul penalties.
Third and 1 for the Hornets at the 44. And another, I don't see a flag. I heard a whistle. We got a timeout?
No, I think they moved. Again, we had just a little jump there at the line of scrimmage, our down lineman, and I think it's about the third or fourth time tonight, and they moved back them up 5 yards.
Snow White Laundry and Cleaners may have to come back into business, Fox, and start cleaning up them towels.
I think they're too tired to throw the flag. Line of scrimmage now becomes the 39-yard line, just shy of the 40. Hornets need to get out to the 45 for a first down. 2:07 to go in the third quarter. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Wildcats 51, Baker 7. Shotgun formation. Handoff goes to Billups again, and he's hit quickly and dropped for a loss back at the 35, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Trevon Dunlap did a great job. They tried to do a little zone read, and when the quarterback handed it to the running back, he was there to drop him for a loss. Great job by Trevon Dunlap.
McAdams punting for Baker, standing back at his 24. Good high kick. Tries to kick it away from Jones, and it's a good kick. Going to be down inside the 20-yard line, and the Wildcats start first and 10.
Yeah, he did a great job. Kicked it away from Marcus Jones and got good distance, got a good bounce.
Another flag at the 39, Coach. Line of scrimmage for the Wildcats at the 35-yard line, far hash mark. 1:19 to go in the third quarter as the Cats let the play clock come down inside. 10 seconds, wide outs to each side of the field. Shotgun formation. Thornton takes the ball, hands it off to his back, hit quickly, and drop back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of our second teamers in now. Fox. Of course, our third team quarterback, Grant Thornton, is in, as you said, and I see some of our backup receivers are in. I'm sure I'll try to check the numbers of our offensive line, but from what I can tell right here, a lot of those are the number 2 guys.
Thornton in at quarterback now at the 25, fakes it, keeps it himself, takes it around the left side, and he's out across the 30 and up near the 34-yard line, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, not a whole lot of running room. Grant just did the best he could, get a couple of positive yards. But I'm going to get some of these numbers. Number 65, Gabe Danford. Number 66, Jacob Berry. And number 67, Hunter Sewell are in on the offensive line. And I think we're probably going to let the clock run down, Fox, here before, I guess, they'll end the third quarter.
And as the third quarter comes to an end, Enterprise leading 51-7 over Baker. Here at Wildcat Stadium, you're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. Enterprise Wildcat football brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks. As we begin the fourth quarter here at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise leading 51-7 over Baker Hornets. Enterprise with the ball, 3rd and 12 at their own 32-yard line. Wildcats need to get out to the 45 for a first down. Wildcats are moving from left to right. Near hash mark, dual wideouts to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. Hicks lines up to the right side of Thornton. Thornton stands back at the 27. Hands it off to Hicks. Hit quickly and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Brings up fourth down.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that the Baker Hornets still have their first defense out on the field. They're a little bit quicker and reacting a little better than against our number 2 offense. But we'll see if they continue to do that, or what their coach decides to do as the game goes on here in the fourth quarter.
And Coach, I believe this is our first punt.
I believe you're right, Fox.
11-19. Good snap. Hey, good high punt. Fair caught by Baker at their own 23-yard line, and the Hornets start 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice job by Andrew Osteen. I'm telling you what a weapon he is. Nice spiraling high punt. Good job by the return guy to make that fair catch with a couple of cats right in his face.
First and 10 for the Hornets. Handoff goes off the left side out across the 23 and up near the 25.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of our backup defenders in the field, on the field now. That was number 31, Cornelius Medley, in on that tackle for the Cats.
Shotgun formation. Quarterback pulls it back, keeps it himself out across the 35, the 40, and up near the 47-yard line. Good run by the Baker quarterback that time, and picks up a first down.
Yeah, off the zone read, and nice blocking off that right side. Number 27, Lucas Rogers. Number 54, Richard Shorts, in on that tackle.
First and 10. Quarterback again pulls it out, takes it around the right side, hit quickly and drop for a loss back at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was Michael Simmons, one of our outside linebackers. Great job defensively by the Cats. We strung the quarterback out. That time he was running sideways instead of downhill, and Michael Simmons finished him off.
2nd and 12 as the handoff goes to the back right up the middle, out across the 45 midfield and down the Wildcat 48-yard line.
Again, a good surge by the offensive line for the Hornets. Tackled by number 90, Amon Hochmeyer.
Richard Shorts in on the stop of the Wildcats, 3rd and 4 at the Wildcat 48. Triple wide out to the far side of the field, single back to the right side of the quarterback. Hands it off to his back. He's inside the 45-yard line, but I don't think he's going to get the first down, Coach, as the Wildcat defense held, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I believe he's going to be just maybe a foot short, depending on the mark, but a whole host of catch. Ja'Cory Thomas kind of leading in on that tackle, but pretty good pursuit there by the entire defense for the Cats, and it will be about a yard short, Fox, 4th down and a yard.
Fourth down and 1 for the Hornets. Quarterback keeps it, cuts around the side. He's got a first down and more at the Wildcat 30, 25, 20, and finally brought down inside the 20-yard line. Looks like they're going to rule him down about the 19 on the far side of the field.
Yeah, that was a nice job, nice play call, and good execution. We were kind of sold out on when they handed the ball to the running back. We kind of all went on him, and the quarterback kept it, picked up good yardage. Number 28, Dietrich Walker, in on that tackle for the Cats.
First down at the Cats 19. Handoff goes to the back, takes it around the left side, inside the 15, cuts it to the outside, the 10, the 5, and finally out of bounds. Looks like they're going to rule him out of bounds just inside the 5.
Yeah, the good running, that was Lucas Rogers, one of our backers, forced him out. But you can tell the Baker first offense a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker than the second team Cat defense.
First and goal for Baker at the Wildcat 5. Number 5 takes it out the right side, tries to get outside, and finally brought down at the Wildcat 2.
Yeah, we're making him work for it a little bit. Good job. Somebody had a hold of his shirt, and a couple of guys helped finish him off. That was 33, Michael Simmons, and number 44, Alec Gibson, 2 of our backup linebackers doing a good job on that play.
Second and goal, shotgun formation from the 7. Hands it off to Cox. Touchdown, Hornets.
Yeah, good push offensive line, and I don't believe he was touched till he got in the end zone. Fox, one of our players slow getting up down in the end zone. The officials that signal timeout. I don't think our people on our sideline know that he's hurt.
Back at Wildcat Stadium. Baker kicking the extra point. The kick is up and the kick is good by Gregory Dees. And the Wildcats lead 51-14 with 7:17 to go. And Lovett's going to pooch kick to the near side of the field. Picked up by the Wildcats at the 14. Cuts it outside the 20, the 25, the 30, and finally brought out of bounds up near the 30-something yard line, Coach, and another good return by the Wildcats.
I'm telling you what, we've got athletes and skilled folks can make things happen when they get their hands on the football. I'm still trying to get a number, Fox. You know who that was?
C.J. Fielder, I believe.
Okay. I never did see a number, and I couldn't tell him. Yeah.
Shotgun formation. Thornton stands back at the 35. Takes it, hands it off to his back. Hicks around the right side, out across the 40 and up near the 42.
Jacob Qualabom, I believe, is checked in at center. I'm trying to check those numbers. Yeah, number 50, Qualabom, is in it at center. And I saw number 60 into the lineup, Aaron Justice. Number 4, Jalen Jones, is checked in as one of our receivers.
Line of scrimmage now becomes just shy of the 42-yard line. 6:36 to go in the ball game. Citizens Bank scoreboard, Enterprise 51, Baker 14. As the Cats send a single wide out to the far side of the field. Thornton standing back in shotgun formation at the 36. Letting the play clock come down to 3. Takes a snap, hands it off to Hicks around the right side, out across the 45 and up near the 48-yard line.
Good push off the right side. Good hard running by Maurice Hicks. Fox, I know we want to run the play clock down. I don't mind doing that, but I hope they let, we got Grant Thornton, our third string quarterback, and our young receivers. It wouldn't be bad even with the big lead. Let those guys throw and catch a little bit. Let them show some of the skills that they have.
Third down for the Cats. Need to get out to the 50-yard line for a first down. Line of scrimmage is a 48. Near hash mark, moving left to right. Hicks lines up behind Thornton. Dual wideouts to the near side of the field. Thornton stands at the 48-yard line. Takes it, hands it off to Hicks. He's out across midfield and down inside the 47, but he's going to have a Wildcat Southeast Sun first down.
Yeah, good push off the right side. Good hard running by Maurice Hicks. And as you said, Fox, we were able to pick up the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line of the Hornets, near hash mark. Just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Wildcats leading 51-14. Shotgun formation. Thornton stands back at the 48. Lets the play clock again go down to 2 seconds. Hands it off to Hicks. Cuts it up the middle and down inside the 45.
Getting a good surge by that offensive front for the Cats. Good hard running by Maurice Hicks.
Second down, near hash mark. 4:20 to go in the ball game. Again, Hicks off the right side inside the 40 and down out of bounds at the 35, but he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, good hard running. Made a mistake. Of course, it's not that big a deal now, but, if we're going to run the clock, he just needs to fall down, not go out of bounds. That stops the clock when he went out of bounds. Of course, the official, I see he's going ahead and winding it. He knows this game's over anyway. So
first and 10 for the Cats, 35-yard line of the Hornets here at Wildcat Stadium. And the Wildcats getting set. Hand it off to Hicks again. He's going to be dropped for a loss back at the 38-yard line. Looks like they're going to rule him down. Brings up second down.
Yeah, they had a stunt coming off the outside. Maurice had nowhere to go. Wisely held on to the football. We're just letting the clock run out.
Play clock down to 11 seconds. Second down for the Cats. Again, Hicks off the right side, and he's going to be down inside the 35.
Yeah, short side running play are kind of our bread and butter. Second bunch doing a pretty good job. I think they got some of their down the line guys in on defense.
Near hash mark, Wildcats moving left to right, staying on the home side of the field. 2:17 to go in the ball game. Again, Thornton hands off to Hicks on the right side, and he's out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Going to bring up fourth down, Coach.
Yeah, I feel sure Coach Coach Faulkner will go ahead and let the Cats go for this fourth down. I wouldn't mind letting Grant throw one, see if we can pick it up, fake it to Maurice.
And Wildcats going to take a timeout with 2:08 to go in the ball game. Enterprise leading 51-14. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcats Scenic Sports Network. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Enterprise leading 51-14. Fox Fleming along with Coach Rex Bynum. And the Wildcats will try a 50-yard field goal. And it's not going to make it, going to be short. And the clock stops with, maybe the clock doesn't stop. 2:01, Coach.
Yeah, Coach Faulkner decided to go ahead and try a long-distance field goal, 50 yards. I don't think Andrew hit his best one on that one, but
Got a final score here. The Carroll High School Eagles came from behind and downed Citronelle 35-21 at Rex. You reckon Fox has still got it where we can get us a Honda van or something next Friday? McGill Tulin has come back on the Jeff Davis Vols and lead in the third, 25-14.
First and 10 for Baker. Quarterback keeps it, cuts around the left side, out across the 25.
I'm sure Fox can round up some kind of transportation, maybe a horse and wagon, but we'll find a way.
All I need is a wagon. I got the things to pull it with in the other room.
I don't know how far he could pull it, though.
Second down for Baker. Quarterback does a good job of handling the ball. Jumps around, takes it to the right side, out across the 30, up near the 35, and finally brought down on the far side of the field, but a good run by the quarterback for Baker Hornets that time.
Yeah, Fox, I think they still got their starting offense out on the field. They got some big offensive linemen, I know that.
First and 10 now at the 36-yard line. Handoff goes to the back, up the middle, out across the 36 and up near the 37. Brings up second down. Far hash mark, moving right to left. Quarterback fakes it, pulls it down, out across the 40. 45 midfield. And the fumble is recovered by the Wildcats on the far side of the field. And he's going to return it back inside the 50, and looks like he's going to be down at the 46. And we've got a man down for the Hornets.
Yeah, the ball popped out. One of our defenders Is that number 28 that came up with that football?
And with an injury timeout on the field, 17 seconds to go in the ball game. Enterprise leading 51-14. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's, the Wildcat Sports, Scenic Sports Networks. Back at Wildcat Stadium, Fox Fleming, Coach Rex Bynum, Rick Howard, Ricky Adams, and Lance Yarber and Brian Harvin. 17 seconds to go in the ball game as a Wildcat offensive unit comes on the field in the victory formation to take a knee.
I don't think we're going to have to snap it. As they've gone ahead and start the clock, and that'll wind this one up.
And in the first round of the 7A playoffs, the Enterprise Wildcats have defeated the Baker Hornets 51-14 here at Wildcat Stadium. As the teams go out to congratulate each other, we'll take a 3-minute break. You've been listening to Enterprise High School football, brought to you by McDonald's on the Wildcat Scenic Sports Networks.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.